For hurlers, Coach Cotto here. Today we're looking at the start, all right? Improving the start. How do you run faster towards that finish line? It starts with the start, all right? Now we're going to take a look at all the starts that I did here on this particular day and see how I went to working towards running faster and faster and faster into that first hurdle, all right? This is the most important hurdle. It's the only one you run towards with more than 3 steps. All right, you got to make those steps count. And your ultimate goal is to be moving your absolute fastest by this last step. All right, so now let's look at this first one so we can tell whether it's good or not. All right. Now, you see that there was some exaggeration right here, pushing, 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 and then trying to do something different. Now, where you can really tell if it's sprinting or not is the way I clear the hurdle, all right? So there's a lot of air time. There's me waiting to come down to the track. So this was not sprinting through the hurdle. This was running to it really fast and clearing it really fast. All right, that was a very fast jump over the hurdle. All right, and this will not lead to the results that you're ultimately looking for down that track. All right, now start number 2. A little smoother, a little less air time there. All right, now this was closer to what we want, which is a true sprint through the hurdles. All right, still some exaggeration, but a lot smoother, and the lead leg didn't hang as long. All right, so this is still not sprinting through the hurdle. This is running very fast through the hurdle, but it's not sprinting. All right, you can see there was still that perfect hurdle clearance. All right, like, oh, I knew what I was gonna have to do right over top, and that's not what you want. You want to run over it, not know what you're gonna do over top. And it doesn't matter so long as you're moving your fastest. So one more time at full speed. And we'll move on to the third one. All right, so it was still very fast hurdling. Now we put the blocks down. That was a little better. But it was still very fast hurdling. All right, I had my position good. I pulled that trail leg through, and boom, I kept it moving. All right. So it's getting closer to what we want, but it's still not really sprinting. All right, take a look at full speed. Smoother, faster, but still placing those steps. That's better. That's better. That's better. All right. So now by start 4, now I'm sprinting off of them. All right. One more time at full speed. Now there's no pausing over top. There's no waiting to do what I'm going to do. You just do it, right? You're just sprinting through it. So start was better, smoother, still a little too much exaggeration, but now off that first hurdle, there's no waiting. Foot clears and it's immediately driving to the ground, not waiting for that trail leg. It's the trail leg's job to keep up. All right, it's not your job to slow down and make sure it all stays in timing. All right. That lead leg wants to lead. That trail leg wants to trail behind. All right. It's its job to be right there when it has to be. All right. So it's getting better as we do more reps. All right. So rep number 5 here. Still exaggerating, but now it's sprinting. Now it's sprinting. All right. There's still a slight pause right over top of the hurdle, which is me going into the hurdle fast and wanting to come off of it faster. That's not what you want either. That's close. That's close. But what you want is you're into this hurdle and you're automatically off of it. You're automatically off of it. You're off of it immediately. You don't try to get off of it. You're forced to just stay at 100%. That's where you want to constantly be, all right? So better, better, better. That was number 5. 6. A lot better of a drive, and you see the lead leg is continuing to stay in the lead and not slow down in the least bit over the hurdle. All right? Still a little close to the hurdle there, but the lead leg is continually speeding up, speeding up, speeding up, getting back to that track. All right? So that was 6. 7. Block slipped. Oh well, gotta go with it. Oh well, gotta go with it. That strength that you have when this adrenaline kicks in, because this has happened to everybody. The block slip, you get that millisecond of adrenaline to catch yourself, and if you go with it, that's the strength that you always want to have. All right, that's you sprinting, and that's not pushing into the track anymore. All right, so that's literally your fastest because now adrenaline is kicked in. You're like, oh crap, I gotta catch up because my block slipped. That's where we constantly want to be. And so if you take advantage of it, it's a very good thing and it can really help you. All right? Because now this is a true 100% over it because I'm already behind. I'm already like, oh, block slip. Oh, I got to go with it. Got to catch back up. And you instinctively, all right, get back to that running full speed all out. Not trying to be fast, but being fast. All right? So let's look at it. Block slip. Nah, it's a true sprint over the hurdle. That's what we want, all right? Number 8, good drive through. It was good. The hurdles, I raised the hurdles here, all right? So the hips could have been a little higher into this first hurdle, all right? But still on track of where we want to be, truly sprinting through the hurdles. Last one. Very good. Smooth, smooth, smooth. All right. So that is the transition of the start. All right. If you're beginning here where you're pushing really hard over the hurdle and hurdling very fast over it, it's a good start if you're landing in rhythm and you can continue sprinting. Because here, had the second hurdle been there, I could have just 3-stepped it no problems. All right. Because I'm in position to keep sprinting, but that's not truly sprinting. You need to get to where you're truly sprinting through them, all right, and you're not preparing to hurdle. That lead leg is staying in the lead, and the trail leg is having to catch up, all right? So it has to be more like this. And the way you get there is by continually trying to move the feet fastest right before the first hurdle. So these last 3 steps, you want them to be as fast as humanly possible and go through the hurdle with that much speed, and your body's going to execute what you've been doing in practice over the weeks and months and years and whatnot, all right? That's how it works, guys, all right? Let's watch it one more time from beginning to end. We got 1 minute worth of starts here. All right, guys, that's how it looks. Go out there, put this stuff into practice. Push out, build to top speed before that first hurdle, and then continue sprinting through that first hurdle without trying to actually hurdle it. Just trust yourself, all right? That's how it works. Coach Cotto signing out. Run fast, make them chase you.